the husband agreed, and the two decided to go and announce to all the owls from Hawaii to Kauai. The father owl, his journey was to Hawaii to announce this to the owls. All the owls of Hilo, Puna, and Ka'u, they all gathered at Pueo in Hana, and all the owls of Kona, Kohala, and Hamakua, they all gathered at Pu'upueo in Kipahulu. Now the mother owl got all the owls from Oahu. They were all gathered at Kaulana Pueo in Makapu'u, as A'apueo displayed the shells of her eggs that were shattered, so that this would be known to the owls. She arrived on Kauai. All the owls were announced to gather together at Pueo, uplands of the Kalalea Peaks at the border of Puna and Ko'olau. This was said to be the reason for the great rains of Hanalei. She then arrived at Ni'ihau. Within 1 day, all the owls were gathered and arrived at Kauai, and they flew together and met with the owls of Oahu at Makapu'u. From there to Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe. Then all the owls gathered together at the place called Manawai Pueo with all the owls of West Maui. This said place, Manawai Pueo, is at the beginning of the ascent to the A'alaloloa Cliff Trail, going to Wailuku, and the other places of the eastern isthmus of Maui, as well as the gathering of all the owls of East Maui and West Maui. It was said all the owls arrived on the night of Kane in all the places they were encamped, and at the dawning of Lono is when the battle was waged in Wailuku. Nothing can compare to this battle between the owls and the humans. It was said that the light of day was completely covered by the multitude of owls. It was indeed a shade. Within this battle of owls and humans, the commoners and chiefs were slaughtered. Numerous were the deaths of humans on this day in Nawai'eha, and indeed, Kapoi and his wife were killed. Because of this massacre by the owls, the place was called Wailuku until this day. It was also said that because of the shading of the sun on this day, from the number of owls filling the sky, the name was also given, Maluaka Hekuawa, until this day. When Kanenenui died in this battle, his child was born. He was named Kamaluaka Hekuawa. He was the ruling chief of Maui, the one to rule after the death of his father. And thus ended the cruel treatment of A'apueo for her eggs that were brutally smashed by Kapoi them. This is the end of this short tale.